In a shocking twist that will send ripples through Salem, Days of Our Lives is bringing back one of its most sinister figures, Nurse Whitley King. Viewers may recall Whitley as the deeply disturbed woman who once held Abe Carver captive in her bizarre, cat-filled apartment, subjecting him to endless reruns of Body and Soul in an effort to manipulate his mind. After her arrest, she was sent to Bayview to undergo psychiatric treatment, but now, she's back, and this time, the entire town is in danger. The circumstances surrounding Whitley's return are still murky, but one thing is clear: she has not reformed. In fact, her presence coincides with a terrifying health crisis that leaves multiple Salem residents fighting for their lives. At first, it seems like an isolated incident, just one person falling ill. But as the days unfold, the true horror begins to take shape. One by one, people start collapsing, and the emergency room at Salem University Hospital is quickly overwhelmed. It's soon discovered that the victims have all been poisoned, but the real question remains: who is behind this calculated attack? The evidence begins to mount, and all signs point to Whitley. Has she devised another elaborate plot, this time targeting the cast and crew of her beloved Body and Soul? Is she seeking revenge, or is this just another chapter in her delusional obsession with television fantasy? Among the first to be targeted is Bonnie Kuriakis, who recently found herself in the crosshairs of an unknown enemy. While Bonnie is struggling to recover from a mysterious illness, her stepson, Alex Kuriakis, is next. As Alex fights to survive, it becomes clear that this isn't an isolated case. Someone is deliberately taking down members of the community, and the attacks are escalating. As the chaos spreads, more familiar faces begin to drop. Kayla Johnson, Hattie Adams, and Johnny DiMera all succumb to sudden, life-threatening symptoms, leaving doctors scrambling to find a cure before it's too late. In a particularly heart-stopping moment, Kayla collapses without warning, her body going limp as she struggles to breathe. Given her medical expertise, the fact that even she couldn't recognize the danger before it struck sends a chilling message: whoever is behind this is ruthless and methodical. Even more concerning, Kayla recently stepped into a role on Body and Soul, temporarily filling in for Bonnie's character, Cassandra. Could this have made her a prime target? If so, does that mean everyone involved in the show is at risk? Meanwhile, Hattie Adams, who just made her grand return to Salem, finds herself in the middle of the unfolding nightmare. Could her involvement in Body and Soul have placed a target on her back as well? Johnny DiMera, the show's director, is also struck down, adding another layer of mystery to the crisis. With so many of Body and Soul's cast and crew now hospitalized, the connection becomes undeniable. Someone has a vendetta against the production, and that someone could very well be Nurse Whitley King. If the number of victims wasn't already alarming, there's one more name to add to the list: Joy Wesley. A recent promo for Days of Our Lives features Joy wearing a hospital gown, her condition unclear. If she, too, has been targeted, that means there are now 5 confirmed victims in critical condition. As panic spreads through Salem, the search for the culprit intensifies. With each passing hour, the poisonings grow more severe, and time is running out. Could this all be the work of Whitley King? Given her past actions, it's certainly possible. After all, she once managed to keep Abe Carver hidden in plain sight, fooling the police, his loved ones, and even herself as she spiraled deeper into her own delusions. Now, if she's back with a vendetta, there's no telling what lengths she'll go to in order to wreak havoc on Salem. Is she exacting revenge for being caught? Or does she truly believe she's living inside the world of body and soul, eliminating those she sees as threats to her twisted reality? With multiple lives at stake, Salem's top doctors and detectives will need to work fast to stop this wave of terror before it claims even more victims. Will they be able to find an antidote before it's too late? And if Whitley really is the mastermind behind the attacks, how far will she go before she's finally stopped? One thing is certain, this is just the beginning of a deadly new chapter in Salem's history. Keep watching Days of Our Lives to see how this gripping mystery unfolds.